You need to ask to be the one. I'm doing this to prove I can. I'm doing this to open doors for my family. And most importantly, I'm doing this because the world needs the skill I'm about to learn. As we begin with our session today, we have amongst us Ms. Neha Varghese, an author, psychologist, trainer, coach, facilitator, moderator, energy healer, and most importantly, a mentor. With a background in psychology and keen interest in people and processes, Ms. Neha Varghese believes in the mantra walk the talk. Man believes in the power of individual contribution to make this world a better place. Man facilitates training for various stakeholders like schools, teachers, parents, and educational leaders. She has done more than 2,500 workshops across prestigious schools, colleges, and she has also represented the prestigious brand Ted in India and is a managing partner of NGO called Women with Wings that works for women empowerment. Ma'am has facilitated and moderated interviews, podcasts, and talk shows like Women Influencers Talk Show, Brilliant Feed, Ask the Expert, The Talk Room, Women TV, C8 TV, Freak Folks, Honest Talks. Man has endless list of awards and citations such as Pop Story, 100 Phenomenal Women 2024, Indian Women Creating History Award 2024, and many more laurels, which I keep speaking probably would, the list is endless. I request respected principal ma'am to kindly facilitate ma'am with a pointer. Ma'am, please I my two your last name. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, principal ma'am. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is putting all-nighter marathon before themselves. Success isn't built in 24 hours sprint. It's built in 20-minute jog of every day. If you just give 1% more effort today than you did yesterday, by the end of the session, you won't be just smarter. You will be a different person entirely. With this, I hand over the mic to Ms. Neha Wani to begin with our session for today. Before that, I would also introduce one of the Andy advice of their students. Namaskar and a hearty welcome again to the senior most. I don't want to put pressure on you that you are the senior most, but you are starting a new beginning, but it will be your last chapter in your school, isn't it? So, I hope that all of you this class 12 without any pressure, any stress. Don't put pressure on yourself. We're just talking. I have a long association with Neha. Seeing her differently, seeing her growth also, and her life journey. It's very inspiring. The way she has achieved for herself. That's why she can speak for you and what you need to do. So in school, now in 10th and 12th, I think class 10th is also there. Are you there? Okay. So in class 10th, I would say that you are beginning a new chapter again for your career. Explore, experiment. Don't go by, see, we can't enter into conflict with our parents. बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स हैं जो बोल रहे हैं आपको इंजीनियर एंड डॉक्टर बोल दो but for me these two are at the last end because there are so many career options, so many lucrative career options where you can do so good for yourself without being a doctor or an engineer. Got it? So get crystallized into that. Whatever is your passion, if you have heard about my dancer who called her Sobna Narayan. Sobna Narayan, world exponent of Kathak dance. Now we are talking about her Kathak dance. You know, she's a gold medalist in physics. She's an IAS officer. Colleague of mine, husband, she's here. We called her to the annual day. She's known for her dazzle. That was just passion and hobby. But that doesn't mean that she's an academic scholar. Being a gold medalist in physics, you know what kind of perseverance, hard work, there was no shortcut at all to success. Yeah. So you can achieve both. If you have any passion, any hobby, don't have to stop that in class 12. Your parents may advise. Don't take part in any school activities. Don't sing. Don't go for play. If you are painting, it is wastage of time. No. Continue with that. That will relax your mind. Today, I wanted to talk to you. We were just talking about diet, sleep, and exercise hygiene in your life, which you don't have. This board exam, which is continuing now, already four cases have come to me because I'm a city coordinator. So anything happens, any incident in any school, it comes to me. Physics paper, one boy came, paper was given, was behaving very unnaturally, running away from the exam hall. I was just talking to Neha and मुझे घर जाना है. Again came back, मुझे टॉयलेट जाना है. नहीं मुझे बाहर जाके पानी पीना है. So this is not common. This is brain fogging. So the invigilator thought that then another child is sitting beside, and this puts pressure on you also. Somebody is behaving like this. So he was getting disturbed. So the child was taken out. And then the invigilator understood that 4 रात से बच्चा सोया ही. 4 nights. What are you doing? This is what last minute midnight burning of oil. Will it solve any purpose? So 4 रात से बच्चा जब सोया ही नहीं. What kind of your mind is not working because biological clock is completely haywire. Right from day one to day. Don't disturb that biological clock. You are going to write, you will write NEET exam, you will write JEE, you will write flat, whatever competitive exam, your passion, your career goal. With that, school exams also. So somebody told me, who would remember, one of our teacher was saying that, no, whose child is in engineering or something they were doing, every day 2 papers, continuous papers in university, later on in life. You know? So ma'am start giving gap days. Even class morning evaluation is going on. I just going through the schedule. 5 days gap in between. Class one में एक दिन evaluation है 5 दिन के बाद another evaluation बच्चा तो सब भूल ही जाएगा. So much teaching is we are missing. So we are preparing you for life. So आप जो बोलते हो कि मैम आज फिजिक्स से कल इंग्लिश से कैसे पढ़ेंगे आगे जाके पढ़ना पड़ेगा. And you can do that if you have done time boxing right from beginning. I always talk about time boxing. जिसमें आपकी फोन उठा के देखना भी है, म्यूजिक भी सुनना है, आपको पेंट करना है, आपको बाहर जाना है, आपको वॉक करना है, एवरीथिंग इज इन्वॉल्व. सो ये बहुत जरूरी है डाइट स्लीप एंड एक्सरसाइज फ्रॉम डे वन. आप सोचोगे कि नहीं एग्जाम टाइम में मैं रिवर्स कर दूंगा, अभी तो मुझे रात को ही पढ़ना है. When you come, you will write exam at 10:30. है ना 10 बजे आओगे 10:15 से 10:30 आप पढ़ रहे हो क्वेश्चन वो भी आपके दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा है. You don't understand what is brain fogging, which is mostly happening to your generation. The so-called Gen Z cognitive capacities are much below than our generation. A US report has come, a study has come that this Gen Z, Gen Alpha, जो भी आप बता रहे हो, neither you have communication skill, nor life skill, nor to apply your knowledge. Knowledge is freely available with the Google. स्कूल में आप knowledge लेने नहीं आ रहे हो. That NCERT book is available in the night also. Moreover, you are also going for coaching. So knowledge बहुत सारा है, कोई फायदा नहीं है. If you can't apply that knowledge, you can't apply, synthesize, you can't evaluate, you can't create. बस खाली मेमोरी एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग में नहीं रहना। एंड रिमेंबर दोज हु विल क्रैक आईआईटी आर नॉट बेटर देन यू। ये हो सकता है कि ये कोचिंग सेंटर जा रहे हैं, सेम काइंड ऑफ न्यूमेरिकल दे आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, they'll be lucky if this kind of questions come and they crack and you could not. But in the job you will find you will much more better than them if you can apply your mind. So ये नहीं है, तीन चीज जिंदगी में याद रखना। You are capable, you are good enough, you are sufficient in yourself. You don't have to leave anybody else's life. किसी और की तरह जिंदगी जीने की जरूरत नहीं है। जो आपके पापा मम्मी बताएंगे वो शर्मा जी की बेटा और तुम्हारी कजिन सिस्टर और वो हमारे नेबर, कोई मायने नहीं रखता। यू आर यूनिक क्रिएशन। आपको कुछ ना कुछ, ऐसे कोई नहीं है यहाँ ये रूम में जिसमें कुछ स्किल नहीं है, कोई टैलेंट, टैलेंट मे बी समटाइम्स कोई बहुत अच्छा गाना है, हम बोलते हैं कि गॉड गिवन इट, इट मे बी, बट परसिवियरेंस गॉड गिवन नहीं है, डिसिप्लिन गॉड गिवन नहीं है, कंसिस्टेंसी गॉड गिवन नहीं है, दैट इज योर चॉइस। सो स्कूल में जब हम डिसिप्लिन करवाते हैं, इस फॉर योर लाइफ, नॉट फॉर 12th एग्जाम, इट्स अ वेरी शॉर्ट साइटेडनेस। अगर हम खाली 12th एग्जाम की बात करें, मैं अपनी टीचर्स को भी बता रही हूँ, जब बच्चों की हम ये की अभी एग्जाम की बात कर रहे थे, I never taken a single leave for my daughter because I prepared her for independent study. जब तक आप रियलाइज नहीं कर रहे हो कि मुझे जिंदगी में करना क्या है, once you have a purpose, nobody has to direct you. जस्ट सोच लो मुझे जिंदगी में क्या करना है, उस पे भी मैं बोलूंगी। बहुत सारे नेबर आपको पूछ रहे होंगे और आगे क्या करना है, और जी देना है क्या, जेई देना है क्या, और नीट देना है क्या, या क्लास देना है क्या, आई डोंट नो इज द बेस्ट आंसर, एंड फिगर इट आउट, इट्स परफेक्टली ऑल राइट। Got it? At 17, 18, you cannot decide what you want to do most of the time. It's okay. You may join a profession, you may join a course, you can retrack also later on. बहुत सारे हमने ऐसे देखे हैं। सो ऐसा कोई प्रेशर नहीं है आपके ऊपर कि आपकी टीचर भी पूछे कि आपकी फोकस क्या है और आगे क्या करना है। दैट शुड बी अ पर्पस। एंड मिस्टेक्स, जैसे कृष्णा मैम बता रही थी, दिस विल प्रोवाइड यू अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड दीज आर द माइलस्टोन। जितनी मिस्टेक करेंगे उतना सीखेंगे। सो उसको फेलियर करके नहीं लेना। सो वन इज यू आर कैपेबल इनफ, यू आर गुड इनफ, यू आर नॉट इंफीरियर टू एनीबॉडी। उसका 98 आया, मेरा 72 आया, बट यू आर गुड समवेयर एल्स, 72 इज एनफ। आप बाद में देखोगे 72 लेके आप कहाँ पहुंच गए, एंड 98 लेके उसको कोई नहीं जानता। Got it? So don't compare yourself. Others will compare you. You don't compare yourself with anybody. Be a better version of yourself. So you are capable enough. That you have to remember. Belong to yourself. अभी हम बता रहे थे ये जेन सी किसी को belong नहीं करते, किसी को। You people don't belong to anybody. हम ये experience से देंगे। You people, when I say your teachers who are coming to school also will see. You see the teachers sitting here, सालों से 20 साल यहाँ लगे हैं, 25 साल. But now the young teachers who are coming in see the untouchable. They don't belong to the institution. They don't belong to their family, to their friends. Basically, the main thing is you don't belong to yourself. जब आप अपने आप को belong नहीं कर सकते, you can't take care of yourself. You don't love yourself the way you are. There is no purpose. हायर गोल है ही नहीं, then you won't belong to anybody. So ये हमें शायद आपको शुरू से, जैसे आपके पेरेंट्स गोल दे रहे होंगे, जब आप 12 पे आए, 10 पे 95 ले आना, ले आए, did you celebrate? नहीं, जिस दिन 95 आया, 12 पे 98 ले आया. So your life is a target. Always you are meeting target. So इसको हम अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते. That's the general mindset. Maybe your generation will change. Only thing is that don't meet target only. Enjoy the process. rather than the end product. अगर end product मिला भी नहीं, कहीं ना कहीं आप पहुंचोगे जो दूसरों ने नहीं पहुंचा. So don't ever think that I'm not good enough. बहुत सारे आप में हैं जो सोच रहे हैं I'm not good enough. मुझे साइंस नहीं मिला 10th जो बैठे हैं. मैं आपको प्रूव कर दूंगी आप ह्यूमैनिटीज के साथ जहां पहुंचोगे ये साइंस वाले बच्चे भी वहीं पहुंचेंगे. बस वो इंजीनियरिंग करके एमबीए पहुंचेंगे, आप एलएसआर जाके एमबीए पहुंच जाओगे. ऐसी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. Careers can sit and you can reach anywhere. But belong to yourself, take care of yourself. जब तक आपको सेल्फ अवेयरनेस सेल्फ रेगुलेशन नहीं आ रहा है, यू कैन नॉट बी अवेयर सोशली. यू कैन नॉट, आप रिलेशनशिप निभा ही नहीं सकते हो. बड़े सारे ब्रेक डाउन होता है, ब्रेकअप होता है. वो मुझे गाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. एक गाता है ना पानू का, अब तो मुझे इंतजार ही नहीं है. सुना इंस्टाग्राम की वायरल. आई रियली लाइक दिस इज रियली मेंट फॉर यू. जब जो फोकस होना चाहिए वो यही नहीं. So that's why we be focused. हार्ड वर्क का कोई शॉर्टकट नहीं है. एंड फॉलो ए रूटीन फ्रॉम डे वन. डाइट स्लीप हाइजीन का प्लीज केयर लेना. लास्ट 2-3 साल से हम देख रहे हैं बच्चे जो बहुत अच्छे हैं इंटेलेक्चुअली could not perform only because of this. जो अपनी जो भी आप कर रहे हैं एक एक पर्पस रख के एक रूटीन में पढ़ो. व्हाई वी आर सेइंग रूटीन, इट इज डिसिप्लिन. डिसिप्लिन इज अ चॉइस, इट इज इन योर माइंड. सो जो मैम बता रही थी कि आज रेडी डे है, कल ये है, आज स्कूल नहीं जाते. आज भी मैं देख रही थी अटेंडेंस फर्स्ट डे ओरिएंटेशन के लिए मैम आई हैं. कितना एंथुसियाज्म है. हम कभी सोच नहीं सकते थे कि फर्स्ट डे ऑफ एनी क्लास विल मिस. बट आप में वो चीज नहीं है. आई थिंक अटेंडेंस इज 85% today. So those 15% कभी भी जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं अचीव करेंगे. बस कोचिंग जाओ, रट्टा मारो. जब डिसिप्लिन ही नहीं है कुछ नहीं है लाइफ में. तो ये ध्यान रखना. नहीं हम आपको बहुत अच्छी अच्छी अभी एडवाइस देगी एंड इसको लेना कि ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ओरिएंटेशन सेशन था खत्म हो गया. Got it? So you take it, imbibe it and follow it. तब जाके बहुत बार मैंने आपको बताया है कि मैं आपको स्कोरिंग मशीन जैसे नहीं देगी. You are not my scoring machines. I want to shape your character, your thought process, your mindset. हम बहुत सारे बात करेंगे बाद में जो अभी हो रहा है वर्ल्ड में, जियो पॉलिटिक्स में. आपकी थॉट प्रोसेस क्या है, क्या आप सोच रहे हो, अभी यूएन का एग्जिस्टेंस है और क्या हो रहा है वर्ल्ड में, कुछ सोच के बात करो. वेरी शॉर्ट साइडेडनेस. मैं कितना मस्ती करूं, मैं पास हो गया, 12th में आ गया. बहुत मतलब अपने बारे में या अपनी एक लिमिटेड कोटरी में रहते हो. जब आप होराइजन को ब्रॉड नहीं करते हो, so many times this year from April, I'm starting with civic sensibility as one of the subject. क्योंकि आप में civic sense है ही नहीं. India is the lowest. कितने सारे रील देख रहे हो इंस्टाग्राम में. You feel so insulted. How do we behave outside? एक बार जापान में जाके देखो, एक बार और कहीं कंट्री में जाके देखो, पार्क में लाउड वॉइस में अपनी गाड़ी चलाते जा रहे हो, लाउड म्यूजिक सुनो. ये अपना म्यूजिक दूसरों को क्यों सुना रहे. Why we say that civic sense नहीं है? Because we don't have empathy for others. We don't think about others. गाड़ी जब पार्क कर रहे हैं और भी तो गाड़ी रह सकता है, ये नहीं सोच रहे हैं जैसे भी पार्क कर दो मेरी गाड़ी तो पार्क हो गई. दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. जब एम्पैथी नहीं है, कंपैशन नहीं है, किसी के बारे में सोचना नहीं है, तभी टाइप ऑफ सिविक सेंसिबिलिटी आती है. एंड आई डोंट फाइंड we have enough role models at home. जब घर में कोई बड़े गाड़ी चला रहे हैं, ट्रैफिक लाइट क्रॉस करके जा रहे हैं, रेड जब है, तो आप यही इम्बाइब करते हो. You learn much more what you see than what we preach. So वो रोल मॉडलिंग आना भी बहुत जरूरी है जो आपको देखने को नहीं मिल रहा है. That's why. So from nursery, maybe in school, if we invite civic sensibility or civic sense, maybe you will get something. जो बाकी जगह environment में आपको मिल नहीं रहा है. So at senior most class in your school, at least I would urge you the way you walk in the corridor, the way you walk, you arrange your assembly, and the way you reflect and you think your mindset may leave a legacy for others. Try to do that. Thank you. I want to first say good morning, students. I've not come for any monologue and I've not come for one-sided dialogue. Okay, we may have met maybe when you were in ninth, eighth, 10th, because I keep coming to school. I don't know if we met, not met. But I'm here to find out what's happening in your hearts, minds, and your lives right now. Though most of it is very common because it's happening across the globe to everybody who's just stepped into 12th like you. Yet, I love the closing sentence that Ma'am said. So let's pick it up from there. I have not come to talk or teach you accountancy, physics, not to perfect your skills with mathematics. I've come to help you cope with the most important and vital tool that each one of you has, which is your mind. Okay? That's why the opening slide says two shots of laughter. Okay? And why is the word detox? What are we detoxing from? Negativity. Very good. So what happens whenever there's a big puja in the house, the pandit will come and will bath your parents. आप में से एक जजमान आज व्रत पे रहेंगे. Right? One of you is going to fast. Why? Because we're calling in the divine. When you go for a huge hospital procedure, they'll make you fast. So whenever something important is happening, what are they doing? They're cleansing your system and getting it ready. That is called detox. So today let's detox and throw away this caffeine. Okay, the lots and lots and lots of caffeine that we started getting addicted to since grade 10, and also to the negativity, the negative thoughts, the comparisons, the critical self talk. Let's detox from all of it. Today, congratulations. Finally, you have started a journey to be drivers. Drivers. Is that a right word? No, I don't want to be a driver. But you're all going to be drivers because from today you start your journey to be driving your own cars. No longer you will be co-drivers. It will be your own car. You will decide the destination. You will decide how much to fuel, when to fuel, and what speed to drive, when to stop, whether you should take a U-turn. All of it is going to be your decision. So suddenly, from being that young adult in the house to being that very responsible adult who's going to be driving up to their next destination is you. So it's actually something that should excite you and not scare you. Yet, I have a few questions and I want you to answer. Okay, I'm going to say some things that are very commonly running in a 12th grader's mind. If you feel you belong to this category, you will just reply with two words, that's me. What will you say? That's me. Okay. So this is just to know you better, so I know what to tell you today in the next few minutes. All right. So the first thing is finally it's grade 12 and I've already started feeling the pressure. How many say that's me? That's me. Louder, come on. That's me. That's me. Okay. I hope I prove to my parents what they want from me. That's I hope I do better than my friends. Now nobody will speak, okay? Okay. Let's no then some of them did whisper. Let's give this a different direction. I hope I get my dream college. What if I don't get my dream college? What are the cutoffs for us going to be? I hope the boards are not as tough as ever this year. Yes. So if there is so much of density that's happening, which means that are we preparing for boards or are we preparing for higher doses of stress? That's me. I love that bit. Okay, that is very much us. But students, you know what is the difference? While we should be preparing for boards, we suddenly started feeling very stressed because all of us sitting here feel, and I also at your age felt, that boards and the scores that come out is equal to my life, my future, my destiny. And this is a perfect recipe for stress. Yeah. But if I can differentiate with actually a very honest example, you know, students, I'm a student of commerce with mathematics. I ended up doing psychology. After that, I ended up studying and doing multiple courses, and the last course I finished was yesterday. So I've been thinking, when did I pass out of school? I don't remember. Because I still feel I'm in school. And if you ask me when are you going to do your next course, I already have the form filled out and sit in the car when I'm going back home today and fill it up. So I wish I could give you a short deadline that you know by this time you will not have to study. But in the competitive times that we are living, and in this competitive world, the moment we say we are not ready to learn anymore, our backward journey begins. Yes, we are regressing and we are reversing. So when we understand that this is a lifetime process, so let me again simplify this. How many of you plan to breathe? Do you plan and breathe? अब अंदर खींचो, अब बाहर छोड़ो. ऐसे करते हो? बेटा इतने डर क्यों? ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं मिला? I started very early to come to you. It took me 3 hours. Still, I have the energy. Can you reply? Do you breathe consciously or unconsciously? Why? Because it's natural and I know I have to breathe all my life. Imagine if I was putting energy into सांस लेने का टाइम हो गया दिल धड़काओ ब्लड सर्कुलेट करो तो मैं बाकी काम कैसे करूँगा right because I know that these are things that are permanent let them flow let me enjoy it. So imagine if I understand today, learning is a lifetime process. It's not just going to be about grade 12. And like ma'am rightly said, is it really about scores? Then I don't qualify to stand here talking to all of you. Because after 95, 98, 99, 100 वाली generation हो, बेटा हम तो 75, 70 में भी अच्छे colleges लेके बैठे. So do I even qualify to stand and talk to you? No. But then why am I standing? I'm standing here to tell you that when ma'am read out my introduction, it looked pretty decent. What do you say? Yes. तो मतलब 70 75 वाले भी जिंदगी में कुछ तो कर ही लेते हैं. Yes or no? Yes. Do we all know people like these? Yes. They're all in your circles, like these uncles and aunties. Yes. But despite that, these uncle aunties, bhaias and didis are the reason for our stress. Yes, because those बेटा हमने तो जिंदगी बर्बाद कर ली अब तुम मरो. But I wish if I was in your place, I would have turned around and asked पर क्यों ना करें आपकी जिंदगी बर्बाद है फिर भी आप खुश हो दूसरों को मोटिवेट कर रहे हो मैं भी कर दूंगी. Yes or no? Yes. Very. So let's take this further. We keep talking about stress. अभी आप लोग start कर रहे हैं साल. And imagine if we start at a note of stress. I don't like this word. Because stress puts us in survival mode. What is survival mode? Mode से पढ़ के मत बताना. अपनी definition दो. Absolutely. Survival mode is when you're only merely existing. You're not living. Is there a difference between existing and living? Yes. जब तुम लोग छुट्टी पे संडे को पड़े रहते हो तो बेड पे उसको एग्जिस्ट करना कहते हैं और मंडे जब तैयार होकर स्कूल आते हैं उसको लिविंग कहते हैं राइट स्पेशली व्हेन यू हैव अ पार्टी प्लान इन द इवनिंग दैट एनर्जी इज कॉल्ड लाइफ एनर्जी राइट मैथ्स एग्जाम से पहले वी आर ओनली एग्जिस्टिंग ऑन द प्लैनेट एंड होपिंग वी विल सेल थ्रू एंड रिटर्न टू द प्लैनेट यस और नो यस now what does this long term stress do to me any which ways it actually makes my memory recall go down. But whatever I've done in class, if I'm only really existing, I will have a very poor memory recall. My overthinking will go up. So blackouts will obviously become very frequent. I keep blanking out. मैंने कल क्या पढ़ा था? मैम ने क्या कहा था? उस assignment में मैंने क्या लिखना था? I will keep blanking out. Fatigue is the new normal. Yes or no with all of you? Lot of mental exhaustion, emotional exhaustion as you call it, more than physical exhaustion. Yes? And that is why, ma'am, we need caffeine to kick in. Yes? Yes. So till I don't post those 5 glasses of coffee that I drank up last night, how will my friends believe I studied? Yes, that's the proof, right? See, 5 glasses of caffeine, I'm ready for the exam. That's my new identity. Is this right? More than rice, it's sad. And it's very, very scary. Okay? So, low battery drain, it has nothing to do with the peak performance. So, if you think that I'm feeling so low because you not put in so much effort, please correct yourself right away. Sleeping less than 6 hours is something that is absolutely going to cause a low battery. All of you are a generation of gadgets. You use your mobiles, your iPads. Please tell me when your gadget is at 2 or 3%, 4% charge, do you download a large or a huge application? Why? It is more likely to get switched off. It is more likely to get switched off. So that's exactly your answer. If you're downloading huge chapters from physics, chemistry, mathematics, accountancy, economics, history, geography, etc., when you're very, very low battery, you're more likely to what? Switch off. Also, surviving on caffeine is certainly machinery overheating. Okay, why so? When does the machinery overheat? What does it signal? There is overload, that it is hitting its danger levels. And then what happens? Before you realize, the phone or the system switches off or you crash. Do you even have a time, your time left for a factory reset or a reboot right now? Yes. If you continue or you begin with stress and you always work with the mindset of, I have to prove something to myself or the others, by the time you hit the end of the year, do you think you will be in a position to even function right reports? So let's change this entire mindset. Let's understand this beautiful curve called the Yerkes-Dodson law. It's called the performance curve. आपने सुना होगा lot of adults tell you जैसे आपका फिजिकल एजुकेशन का एग्जाम है म्यूजिक का है इवन इंग्लिश का एग्जाम है बेटा प्लीज थोड़ा सा सीरियस हो जाओ थोड़ी सी टेंशन ले लो थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेस ले लो डोंट बी सो रिलैक्स इट्स एन इम्पोर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट व्हाई डू adults around you say this because your being relaxed is actually matched with being careless and this is the fact you make a lot of careless mistakes when you're over relaxed when you feel I know everything and then you get shocked in the paper right. When you're too stressed, obviously there's panic and confusion, leading to brain fog. जो मैम ने आपको real incident सुनाया that the boy did not even know what he was saying in the examination. So, is our aim or our goal is it zero stress by any chance? Yes or no, students? Then what is it? Which is actually going to be very healthy for me to perform. Moderate stress, which means something that motivates me to keep doing better at the same time, not reach a dead end. Okay, so let's remember this. And who are we competing with after all? So, how do we compete with ourselves? So, how will you measure? Let's talk in very tangible language so you understand what you have to do from here. Very good. So, what we have to firstly remind ourselves yes, lakhs of students are writing the exam, but they are not a competition. If we are competing with ourselves, which means we're competing with yesterday's version of ourselves, as on 1st of March, I could not solve this sum. Second, can I solve this equation? Yes. I was not good at this topic till last week. Have I aced this topic? Yes. I have a huge list of doubts. Have I moved on it? Have I gone met a teacher, sat with her, cleared those doubts? Yes. I aim to take at least 2 mocks to begin with every month. Can I now move to 3 mocks in a month? Yes. This is how it becomes tangible and measurable. And you know that when you are competing with your own self, the version that you have left behind is weaker, and the one that's moving ahead is stronger, clearer, and more ready for something called your examinations. Can we do this? Can we make a very conscious check from today on the performance curve? Yes, students, can we do that? Yes. Seems to do. Very important question. Very, very important question. And I began with that telling you that I belong to the 70, 75, 80 category. But what are these marks? Can you give me some adjectives for marks? Or some words that you like to tell me? Numbers. Okay. What else? What are marks? Progress. Excellent. What else? It's an efficiency test. Thank you, sir. What else? Unit, sorry. Unit of measurement. Excellent. That's my first one too. What else? Category wise division. Aptitude. Okay. A categorical division. Categorical division. Okay. Anything else that comes to your mind? What I'm doing is very deep. You're not realizing, and I will prove it to you. So if you have anything going on in your mind, tell me right now. A number for comparison. Very good. That's it. Have you run out of answers? Result. बोलिए बेटा. Scores. Finding. Okay. Very good. That's it. This is what marks are. So it may be a feedback as to how I'm performing. Okay. Or it may just be a, what is there on the board? Which means a moment in my life where I was told that this is what you scored. And 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, that moment does not matter to me. It is just a passing moment. Okay, but what have we done? And why are we stressed? Because we've made it our identity and our character certificate. We feel that if there is a 95 or 98 or a 99, it shows my character, it shows my identity. And that is why the generations today live in perpetual stress. But if I can disconnect and understand that this is not my character certificate, and I would like to talk about the students, please give me a very deep hearing as I tell you this. What will bring you this character certificate and this identity that you really socially want to earn? That you want your parents to talk about you, your friends to talk about you. You know what is that character certificate? It is the reaction to the pressure that grade 10, 12 gets to you. Can you repeat that? My reaction, say that. To the pressure grade 12 gets me is my identity. How do I treat this pressure? How do I show up every day? How do I write exams even when my legs are shaking? How do I pull my friends up when they are scared, when they are down and out? How am I still disciplined? How am I still performing under pressure? How am I not giving up? How am I showing up for my own self every day? Not letting fear win over me. All this is your character. All this is your identity. Do I actually need addictions to perform? Why did you use the word addiction, ma'am? Because even caffeine and tea and not sleeping and gadgets are also called addictions. Am I so weak that I need to put 2 spoons of this and 2 spoons of that to go through a night? Or am I motivated enough, like ma'am said, excited enough that it's going to be my journey and I'm building it? So I must be very excited about showing up every day. So if it is about character, I would reiterate what ma'am said, your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual hygiene. Have you heard of these terms before? You've only heard physical hygiene. Can somebody tell me what's mental hygiene? Excellent, a clean mindset. Can I have a better word for clean? A positive mindset. What is emotional hygiene? Not being burdened by such emotions. Not getting to the extent of a panic attack, like you call it. Yes, beta. Avoiding stress, very good. And what is spiritual hygiene? That's a practice. But spiritual hygiene is believing that there is a higher power guiding me, walking along with me in this journey. Who will not let me fail? Because these millions of children that belong to him on earth, he has not failed anybody. Okay? So you have to have these belief systems in place. Now coming to worries about exams. Um, let's do an activity around this, okay? You have your pens and papers? Okay. I just want you to start writing down. What are the worries into 2 words? For example, I'll even show you some examples. What if the paper is difficult? What if my sleeping hours are less? What if the cutoff this year is too high? So just keep writing whatever in such points. Just write down on your registers what are the worries. I'm going to give you more examples so you have a better voice of perspective. Parental expectations, other people, how will they score? What the pressure of mock practice, or what if I don't do enough mocks? How will the examiner would be with the set the paper? Will I get time for revision or not? What if there's a strict checking? How will I react to cope with this pressure? Whatever worries you have, I want you to please write them down on the paper. I'm giving you 1 minute after which we'll do an exercise. So please write them down. Come on, students, write this down. I'm going to randomly make you read this out so everybody will write, please. So these are the common ones I know. I also want to understand what runs in your minds. What are the different worries that I haven't been able to address? Think well and tell me on your registers what it is that is worrying you as you see the year ahead. For some of you, it could be the performance of your older siblings. That may be huge pressure. That may be a target for you to meet. Okay? Or parents may have said, we'll pull you out of a particular stream if you don't perform. Teachers may have said that. Relatives may throw comparisons. What is it that is running on your mind? It is just for you. We're not making it public, but please bring out your fears on the sheet of paper. Done? Okay, I want a student volunteer to come up. Anybody with a legible handwriting can do this for me, please. I want something to be written and drawn on the board. Don't worry, no testing and everything. Now you have to draw two circles, one inside and one outside. Okay? One small, one big. And both begin with each other. Okay, we are all going to help Navya. She is going to make two circles, big one, Navya, one inside, one outside. Just one huge one and one inside. Everybody to participate so that we understand how is our mind functioning and capturing these fears and making us work in specific ways. Thank you. So the circle outside, just label it as circle out of control. Out is like out of control. So this is a circle which is out of our control. Okay. And the circle inside to be labeled, which you can also write outside, in the circle of control. Just say C, C. Perfect. Now you put a list there. Okay, now I want each one of you to read out and start telling me where should we put what you're reading out. Okay, what is your first on the list? Fear of not performing up to my expectation. Should it go inside the circle of control or outside the circle of control? Inside, there's the fear of performance. Inside beta, small. Fear of performance. What's on your list? Achieving certain marks. Circle of control, not being able to control. Reaching certain marks is out of your control, you feel? Or inside? Okay, so write marks. Performance, marks. What's on your list? Parents' expectations, where should we put it? Very good, let's put it outside. Beta, what's on your list? Excellent. Being a good example. Where should we put it? Inside. Let's put it inside. Beta, you. What's on your list? Forgetting under pressure, inside or outside? Inside. That's what I'm showing you. Let's put it there. Forgetting under pressure. Yes, Peter, what's on your list? I'm not getting good sleep. Not getting a good sleep. Good sleep. Okay, that was sleep. Inside, outside? Inside. That was sleep. Now that will be the next one. Peter, you. Yes. What's on your list? Time management, inside, outside? Inside. Okay, what have written there? Examiner's mood. Then put that outside. Okay, strict checking. Examiner's mood and strict checking goes outside. Yes, what else? You better. Yes. We've done sleep. What else? Cut-offs, inside or outside? Let's put cut-offs outside. Very good. What about you? What's on the list here? Okay. So what if I fail expectations is what you're saying, right? Where should we put this? What if I fail expectations? Sure. Okay, put fail expectations outside. I'm going by what you are telling me. Beta, what's on your list? Comparison inside, outside. Okay, let's put that outside. You beta. Sleep seems to be very important to everybody. Okay. Yes, this side. Somebody from here in the towards the end. Yes. Difficult questions, inside, outside. Okay, let's do difficult questions. Give me five more quickly. Completing syllabus. Completing syllabus. Very good one. Completing syllabus, inside, outside. Inside. Okay, inside completing syllabus. Gap days. Gap days. Gap days. Okay, inside, outside. Outside. Okay, gap days, outside. Older siblings, inside, outside. Outside. Are you sure? Outside. Okay, wonderful. Older siblings score outside. Now you're all speaking. I love this. Yes. Career options, opportunities, you mean? Career opportunities, inside, outside. Okay, career opportunities go outside. Backlogs, inside, outside. Backlog goes inside the circle of control. Yes. Giving the fear of giving up extracurricular activities, inside or outside? Yes. Okay. Fear of giving up. So just write extracurriculars outside. Okay. Yes. Two more. Fear of failure, putting a lot of effort. Very good. Fear of failure, inside, outside. Think hard. Inside, outside. Inside. Very good. Fear of failure. Put it there. Any different answer? Fear of left out. Very good again. Being left out, which means not belonging. When those kids come and say, "See how well I've scored." Where does that go? Fear of not belonging. Inside, outside. Inside. Okay, we said fear of belonging. Yes, somebody was saying something else. Competing with the older sibling? Okay, so pressure of performance. Yes? Pressure for inside, outside. Inside, pressure of performance. Role modeling. Inside. Peer pressure. Okay, managing all subjects equally, inside, outside. Okay. Managing all subjects inside. Demotivation, he says, inside or outside? Inside. Demotivation inside. Distractions inside, outside. Distractions go inside. Some peer pressure. I can't hear you louder. Managing balance between extracurriculars and inside or outside? Inside academics versus XCC, extracurriculars. Yes. Peer pressure. Peer pressure, inside, outside. Outside, peer pressure. Yes. What is that? Compartments. Okay. Okay. Yes. Entrances. Entrances, you said? बेटा खड़े हो बोला can't hear you. Okay, future entrances, inside or outside? Outside, future entrances. Anything else? Anything we've left? I'm being covered. I'm physics paper. Excellent, Veda. Inside or outside? Inside. Being an average. Being an average. Very well answered. Yes. Fatigue, inside or outside? I'm bad food. Outside. Outside. Okay. Fatigue goes outside as per her. Okay. Of the parents and the friends that you are left in the same class. And okay, we've done that. We've done well. Done? Yes. If I that's it. And they look at you as if you're criminals. You're in grade 12 and you're for a birthday party. You're attending a marriage. You're playing a sport. Are you not bothered? You took humanities.
Nobody will turn around and ask, what did you take and what did you score? Please let us live. But sadly, as children, we will succumb to it. The moment they ask us this question, we start feeling like criminals. And then the criminal energy changes into victim energy. I am being victimized by the education system. There is torture happening. I can't manage the stress. So, Mira, this is very important what we've done today. Today, each one of you, if you're serious about your 12th, go home, create these two circles for yourself in the first page of the registers. See what is in your control. See what do you feel is out of control for you, and how will you bring the things that are out of your control back into the circle of control. Will you do this? Yes or no? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Will it help you? You feel? Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. So the tagline that I want you to carry is, will you repeat that for me? Focus. And there is a power inside or outside. Remember that always, okay? Now, at least we can plan to follow an athlete's routine. Let's train in a way that we train like a champion. Because whether it's a sport, a game, or an examination, the rules will be same. 6.5 to 8 hours of sleep. Why? Because in white, I have put researches, the real facts that have come out after researches. If you study till 3 a.m., it reduces your memory retentions. अब प्रॉब्लम क्या है तुम में से आधे टीचर्स बैठिए बोलोगे नहीं पर अलग से बोलोगे मैम हम तो शुरू ही 3 बजे करते हैं है ना because we are nocturnal we are owls as a generation we don't know nothing about a good routine and studying in the morning but if you can believe a research not the adults please see you're not doing yourself any good okay पढ़ना ही है ना तो प्लीज 2:30 बजे तक पढ़ के सो जाना बिकॉज यू सी द फिगर नाउ 3 a.m. इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू आप 3 से 5 6 जो भी पढ़ रहे हो basically it's going into the bin the trash bin of your brain you're not going to be able to recall it the next day okay second 50-10 focus rule you can change it to 35 you can change it to 45-15 whatever suits you I will study focused undistracted for 50 minutes I will take a good 10-minute break. Okay, children, I want to tell you this. You know, when we were your age, uh, the ones in the back there. Hi, I'm still here. Can I speak? Thank you. When we were your age, and we used to come back from school, and we used to bring out our homework registers. You know what the mothers would say? Unlike mothers today, जो कहते हैं आते ही पढ़ने बैठ जाओ या ट्यूशन पे चले जाओ, mothers would say नहीं नहीं, पहले खेलने जाओ. We used to, am I right? Do I rightly remember? We used to go out for an hour, we used to play, then come back and sit and study. And I बहुत अच्छी होती. Why? Because physical exhaustion actually broadens your concentration span. But gadget breaks that you take, they actually hyper-stimulate your mind to not give it any concentration. Physical movement, our mothers used to say, go dribble a ball, cycle चला के आओ, सीढ़ी पे 10 बार ऊपर नीचे करो. And we would see how a concentration span would go up. Because physical fatigue brings in concentration. Not physical fatigue, physical activity. But when you get mentally engrossed in gaming, in your Instagrams, etc., it actually hyperstimulates your brain. And then in every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you want a water break, loo break, भैया को तंग करके आती हूँ, दीदी को तंग करके आती हूँ, मम्मी से खाना मांग के आती हूँ, then that will start. एक reel देख लेते. That will all happen when I take gathering breaks. So keep that in mind. Reduce caffeine increases anxiety. Have you heard blood pressure patients are always said, "Up tea coffee mat pijiye." Why? It increases the anxiety of the body. There is proof, medical proof. So imagine studying for a math exam and drinking coffee the entire night. While the morning you will be a pressure cooker. You will not be humans anymore. And the moment they give you the paper, the whistle will blow. Yes? Do we want whistles to blow? Yes, very good. All the best to them. वो बेचारा सुन नहीं रहा उसने कहा गेस तो बोल दूं कम से कम लगेगा मैं सुन रहा हूँ. Good one. Okay, move your body, improves focus and left. I've already told you. Keep desk की body clean. Okay, you know students when you clean the clutter, when you organize your desks, when you bathe, get ready, your brain gives a signal to the body to begin, to start. So please follow hygiene. It is a good idea when you sit down and study. All right. And we will keep remembering that the brain is a biological system, not a machine. And we keep remembering no downloading at 2%, 3%, no crashes. Okay? Resets and upgrades. That we will do to upgrade. Can we do that? Okay, great. All right, I need another volunteer now. Or give me two. Let's see how this goes. Let one boy, one girl come. Come with me. Can I have a boy volunteer? I'm not going to take you home, I promise. I'll leave you here only as well. Oh, yes. Petrol meaning बड़ी tough one. वैसे do I look so scary to you? I should keep checking. Alright, so after I don't have pink balloon बना तुम कहते लड़की को pink दिया लड़की को blue. I'm not coming from there. Okay. Both of you, just one of you can stand here. One of you can hold the other. One. Okay. Let's do a very interesting activity. आप लोग क्या करेंगे आपने जो अपने फियर और वरीज बताए हुए अराउंड एग्जाम्स आप एक एक करके बोलो ठीक है every time they give you a worry you have to blow into the balloon are you ready let's go start both of you will go together give them a worry difficult set of paper one go yes keep going don't stop and wait for me keep going string checking comparison parental pressure, time management, backlogs, self expectation. You need another volunteer to help you, then blow him. He's already under pressure. Now, this is called performance pressure. Yes? किसका balloon ज्यादा बड़ा बनेगा? Okay, so yes, let's keep going. What else? Messing up in exams, okay? Comparisons. How to achieve more marks. How to achieve more marks. What do I say? देखो मैं plan शुरू कर देना देखो देखो okay yes give me more अच्छा मेरा stressing खत्म हो गया very good I like it I'm not good enough yes what is your involved in the exam will the paper be easy suspension Panic attacks. Common. खत्म हो गई तो no matter what. Yes. Anything else? Last was de-stress. They don't have a single answer. Cut-offs. Okay. अब आप सबने बोलना शुरू कर दिया फटेगा फटेगा तो भूल जा रहा है ठीक है पर आप लोग समझ गए हो कि अगर हम ऐसे फ्लो करके रहेंगे तो आप लोग क्या करेंगे हाउ विल यू गिव दिस एन इजी रिलीज इनको पता है बोलेगा भी full answer now. Can we easy release? Yeah, release. But if you release it like this, the balloon is gone. Yes, thank you so much. Can we clap for both of them? Okay. So I actually did this because they say कि जिस चीज पे हम एक बार हंस लेते हैं ना जिंदगी में वो हमेशा याद रहती है. So we've had a good laugh. Now please remember कि थोड़ा सा प्रेशर लगा लेना. हमें हमें optimum pressure stress चाहिए था. Was he using optimum stress on the balloon? Or was he relaxed, careless? Relaxed and careless. Diligently we were blowing the balloon. Yes. While diligently blowing the balloon, the stress was causing us to reach the burst, right? Also, when we let go the balloon like that in the end, that's what we call pressure or panic attacks. आप जिन्हें पैनिक अटैक्स बोलते हैं सिस्टम शटडाउन बोलते हैं जब आप ऐसे छोड़ते हैं जो उड़ता हुआ चला गया उसको कहते हैं सो व्हाट डू वी डू I will use the release walls. What are the release walls? I will sleep well, rest my brain. I will talk to safer adults, peers, and I will also talk to myself. positive, constructive communication. I will tell you when time breaks. When time गिनी क्या पूरा गिनी break थी. Okay, when time लिखा है वहाँ. Deep breathing, yoga, meditation, chanting, whatever works for you. Physical movement. I will keep going out for my games, for my theatre, for whatever I do. I will keep a balance, and I keep reminding myself it is not a world war. It is an exam which is not my character certificate. I will keep reminding myself. Okay. Last but not the least, I'm sure most of us have heard of the bamboo Chinese bamboo story. Okay. Why am I? I'm not going to give you the story. I've come to ask you: do you see a relation between you and the Chinese bamboo story? My friends to the left and my friends to the right. What is the question I asked? I asked why do boys talk to boys? No, I didn't ask that. Okay. My question is, can you relate the Chinese bamboo stories to yourself by any chance? Do you see some comparison? What? Okay, you know the story. So there is this farmer. Okay, this is something very typical about a bamboo. In the first year that you put a seed, nothing will come out no matter how much you fertilize or how much you water it. The second year, nothing will come out. The third year, nothing will come out. The fourth year, even then, nothing will come out. But in the fifth year, suddenly the bamboo plant will reach 80 feet in 6 weeks. So I have a golden question to ask. Did the roots grow in the last 6 weeks or did the roots grow in those 5 years? I'm very sure. Which means the visible result came up in the 6 weeks, but the roots were growing on 5 years. That's why 80 feet in 6 weeks. So what I want you to remember, students, is your roots are also growing before the results are coming. Every day that you prepare, every day that you're attentive in the classroom, that you're doing your assignments, giving your tests, writing your mocks, learning your from your mistakes, you are also growing inside the soil. Okay? So, which means you are already preparing for your results. Don't think it is that last 1 month when I will build roots. The last 7 days that I will sit up at night and study. It has to be bit by bit. So, please remember the story and trust your efforts because they will be the roots. Okay? One last one before I wind the session up. And I again need 3 volunteers, and I would love for those volunteers who are into theaters or enjoy acting. Come here. One, two, let's change. Three. Come. Very good. Can I have a word in person with the three of them for 1 minute? Will you talk loudly till then or will you wait patiently? Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, we're doing a very small little realistic role play of how your examination hall will look to you on your first day. Okay, let's see what's happening. Start. The student the mic section. They have to be. So start from there, walking, and be walking from there. So he is the student who's writing the examination, and you will make out who the other two are as they walk along. सही है तूने कुछ प्रिपेयर किया अपने एग्जाम के लिए तू कैसे नहीं देगा एग्जाम तो ऐसे फेल हो जाएगा अच्छे तरह कुछ स्टडी हाँ ये लग ही नहीं रहा कि तूने पढ़ाई की है मैं डेफिनेटली गारंटी के साथ कहती हूँ पक्का फेल होगा भाई
There's positive, the positive, you get now. भाई ऐसे कैसे एग्जाम लिख रहा है तू ये तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कौन सा इसका पेपर है भाई इतना बड़ा लिस्ट तूने तो कोई पढ़ के ही नहीं आया
पढ़ा ले तुझे आता है काम डाउन डोंट जस्ट रन अप द आंसर
मिनिस्ट्री के बारे में भाई और कितने सारी चीजें हैं तू कैसे कर पाएगा तुझसे नहीं हो सकता तू रहने दे
की पॉइंट्स आते हैं यू फ्रेम द आंसर इवेंचुअली चिल हो जाएगा
देख भाई मेरी बात मान तू गिव अप मार दे तुझसे नहीं हो सकता
do it Sayam calm down be that
you can't bring it you can't
it's back Sayam whose voice did you hear more clearly out okay what happens to us most of the times
Negative.
let's be honest
Negative.
yes the chatter can be clapped to them a chatter that you hear very clearly is 99% the negative part. No matter how much we prepare ourselves and go, but the negative chatter will not quieten in our heads. It's called the monkey mind. It will come out from behind. पता है क्या ये monkey mind जब तुम लोग डाइटिंग करने की कोशिश करते हो तो तुम्हें हर जगह सिर्फ आइसक्रीम्स दिखती है. This is that monkey mind.
Yes.
Which says मंडे से कर लेना, जनवरी फर्स्ट से करेंगे, पर अब तो वीकेंड है, तो क्रिसमस है. This is the same monkey mind. Which will come back to you in the examination hall and say exactly what that girl was saying. Okay, but children, remember, you will have both the sounds going around you, both the noises. You have to choose the voice of the microphone. You have to remember who to give it to. Because the day the positive coach wins, you will do a great exam in come. But no matter how academically prepared you are, if you have not heard the positive coach, you will go mess up your exam in come. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so we will remember that we will focus on the positive. Okay, great. Now, few simple things that we will do. We will breathe calmly. We will read questions one by one. Start with what we know. Go one question to the other. Let's make it a practice from the beginning of the year to follow this. We will trust our preparation and we will keep coaching ourselves positively and prepared and calm and good at what I'm doing.
Yes.
Okay. All right. With this, can I request all of you to stand up once? Okay. Let's empower ourselves. Let's fill us up with a lot of positive energy. And you will repeat this loudly and clearly with me. Okay. Not very loudly because the recordings are happening out there. I am more than my marks.
I am.
बोलो मत फील भी करो सोचो और बोलो I am more than my marks. I choose discipline over panic. I trust my efforts. I will take care of my mind. Let's repeat this. I will take care of my mind. My calm mind writes powerful answers. I am ready. Good luck to everybody. Please take your seats back.
Thank you.
Remember to keep performing and remember that a calm mind is a ready mind and that goes test your knowledge, not your self-worth. So today, let's reset, recharge, and refocus our energies. Okay? With this, I would to invite 5 children to please raise their hands and honestly tell me what is one bad habit you are going to leave behind in this auditorium today?
Procrastination.
Procrastination. Excellent. Second, very good. Not worry about things that are not in our control.
Self comparisons too.
No more self comparisons.
Tap switching.
Excellent. Switching, yes. Consumption of caffeine. Anyone? One more?
Late nights.
Late night proteins. Excellent. Can we clap for all of you? Okay. Now these are the 5 things we are leaving in this auditorium. What are the 5 things we are taking along with us today? The 5 new practices. Trusting ourselves. Wonderful. Second, positive mindset. Third, limiting gadgets. Excellent. Reducing caffeine goes this side also. Love it. Believing in ourselves. That's it? Okay, so negative things. Lessen the negative, the quieten the negative talk. So, children, I would like to conclude this with two things. Okay? One is a personal story, and the second is the story of a little bird. In the personal story, I will not shy away from telling you that I was in the eighth or the ninth grade when McDonald's opened its operations in India. Okay? And I was very excited, like all the young teenagers. I also wanted to go and try fast food. So my father took the entire family and he said, wow, this is new culture. Go explore it. So he asked me to go and place an order for everybody in the family. It took me exactly 8 Saturdays to place my first order. 7 Saturdays, I went up to the counter, but I could not find a voice to make an order. I know you can't even relate to it because you're excellent orators, you're very confident children, but I came up from a space that I was so introverted, so shy of public speaking that I could not order a single and a simple Mac veggie burger. But from that 7 Saturdays, a small miracle happened on the 8th Saturday. 7 Saturdays, my father sat and made sure that nobody got burgers and we went back till I ordered them. But on the 8th Saturday, I noticed a familiar face on the other side of the counter. And I realized it was a very good friend of mine from school. And I asked her, what are you doing here? She was wearing a McDonald's uniform, looking really smart, and saying, I'm interning. But why are you interning? I want to learn this. I want to learn what they're doing. It actually shook me because we were two girls of the same age. One could not place an order, and the other was already interning to learn the skills. That day, I ordered my burger for the first time, and from there today, I have a bestseller book on public speaking running on Amazon. This has been my journey. And I'm not sharing it for the clap. I'm sharing it to tell you we don't remain the same people. And 70% don't take us places. It is what you think of yourself and the day you find that self belief that the clock starts ticking the other way. Okay? And the story of the bird is super interesting and super short. There was a tiny bird sitting in the nest. It had never flown before. The mother came and said, baby, why don't you try flying? And the baby said, but mama, what if I fall? You know what the mother said? What if you soar higher than me? So be the bird who soars higher. Wish you good luck. I hope each one of you achieves more than what you even dream or desire. Good luck. God bless you. We'll see you on the other side of the year. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Neha, ma'am. What a wonderful start. And it's inspiring to be their teacher. I don't think so. We could have given them such motivation, what you have done with them. Also, at times, in the since the hustle mode is always on, we don't get back to this. I think this amazing activity is so much self-reflective and introspective. It is just not the students. I think we also need to go back to these two circles to understand where we stand. And as we say, it is very easy to give you, to tell you how to go about, but it is very difficult to employ the tactics in your own life. So I think it's not your the mindset which has to be recharging. I think it's for the teachers also. So let's begin this journey together. Not you doing it all alone. We are there. Thank you and have a great day. Thank you so much, man. I think it was a wonderful session and I think really great to keep on. So, everyone is going to take mindful maths philosophy. I think Dr. is something already. And for the rest of the students, you will have to do that. So, and
Thank you, thank you, students.
already got the who told you that you are just